Numbers chapter 21. When the Canaanite king of Arad in the Negeb heard that Israel was coming by the way of Atharim, he attacked Israel and took some of them prisoners. Then Israel made this vow to the Lord: If indeed you deliver these people into our hands, I will consecrate their towns with a curse of destruction. The Lord listened to the voice of Israel and delivered the Canaanites into their hands. They totally destroyed them and their towns in accordance with the curse of destruction. Because of this, that place was named Hormah. From Mount Hor, they set out by way of the Sea of Reeds to go around the land of Edom. The people were discouraged by the journey and began to complain against God and Moses. Why have you brought us out of Egypt to let us die in the wilderness? There is neither bread nor water here, and we are disgusted with this miserable food. The Lord then sent fiery serpents against the people. They bit the people, and many of the Israelites died. Then the people came to Moses and said, We have sinned, speaking against the Lord and against you. Plead with the Lord to take the serpents away. Moses pleaded for the people, and the Lord said to him, Make a fiery serpent and set it on a standard. Whoever has been bitten and then looks at it shall live. So Moses made a bronze serpent and set it on a standard. Whoever was bitten looked at the bronze serpent and remained alive. The people of Israel set out and camped at Oboth. Then they left Oboth and camped at Lai-Abarim in the wilderness that borders Moab toward the east. They set out from there and camped in the valley of Zered. They set out from there and camped beyond the Arnon. This valley in the desert begins in the land of the Amorites and is the border of Moab, between the Moabites and the Amorites. Because of this, it is written in the book of the wars of the Lord, Waheb by Subha, and the valley of Arnon, and the slope of the ravine that runs down to Ar, along the border of Moab. From there they went on to Beer. This is the well of which the Lord said to Moses, Gather the people together, and I will give them water. Then it was that Israel sang this song: Let the water spring up, sing out in chorus for the well that the princes sank, the well dug by the leaders of the people, with their scepter, with their staves. From the desert they went to Mattanah, from Mattanah to Nahaliel, from Nahaliel to Bamoth, from Bamoth to the valley that leads into the country of Moab, towards the peak of Pisgah, which overlooks the desert. Israel sent this message to Sihon, king of the Amorites: Let us pass through your territory. We will not cross any fields or vineyards, or drink any water from the wells. We will keep to the king's road until we are out of your territory. But Sihon refused to let Israel pass through his territory. He gathered all his people, marched into the desert to confront Israel, and reached Jahaz. There he gave battle to Israel. But Israel struck him down with a sword and conquered his country from the Arnon to the Jabbok, as far as the Ammonite territory, for Jazer was the Ammonite border. Israel occupied all the cities and the towns of the Amorites, including Heshbon and the towns around it. Heshbon was the capital of Sihon, king of the Amorites, who had fought against the former king of Moab and captured from him all this territory as far as the Arnon. Because of this, the poets continue to sing, Courage, city of Sihon, Heshbon, city of Sihon, well built and well founded. A fire came out of Heshbon. a flame from the city of Sihon. It devoured Ar of Moab. It engulfed the high places of the Arnon. Woe to you, Moab! You are lost, people of Chemosh. Your sons have fled. Your daughters were taken captives by the Amorite king Sihon. So their posterity perished from Heshbon to Dibon, and a fire raged from Nophah as far as Medeba. When Israel had settled in the country of the Amorites, Moses sent spies to explore Jazer. Israel took this city with all the towns depending on it, and the Amorites who lived there were evicted. After that, the Israelites turned and went up to Bashan. Og, king of Bashan, set out with all his people to confront them and gave them battle at Edrei. Then the Lord said to Moses, Do not be afraid of him, for I have given him into your hands, with all his people and his land. You shall deal with him as you dealt with Sihon, king of the Amorites, who ruled in Heshbon. The people of Israel killed him, his sons, and all his people, not leaving a survivor, and they took possession of his land.